Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Morrowind. Well, last time, I received some truly wonderful news. Apparently, it's now time for me to build my own mushroom citadel. So here we go. I need to build my own stronghold, and to do that, we need to speak to Lunella back at the Telvanni Council House. So, right, that's that lovely big structure where all the mouths hang out on their own platforms. Beautiful. And while I can't be promoted till I've built my tower, he will still give me more chores. So, okay, by the looks of it, yes, Arian's playing some big political games here. So, there's been a recent agreement with House Lalo, and as a result we've got a chance of passing a resolution which would overturn the Mages Guild monopoly. Okay, so by the sounds of it, yes, the great houses of Ardenfell are working together to oppose the more imperial factions like the Mages Guilds. So according to one interpretation of the armistice, only the Mages Guild can officially offer spells and training to non-members. Speak with the House Redoran councillors in Aldrune. If you could convince at least 3 councillors, we'll have enough support in the Grand Council. I'd start with Athen Serethi, he seems to be the most open-minded, so, okay. If all 3 houses are on the same page, at that point, functionally, yeah, you can start agitating to reinterpret the agreement between the Empire and Morrowind. Gotcha. And okay, we may or may not get round to that next time we're passing by Aldrune, but oh no. That's not my priority today, because now I know I can build my own gigantic mushroom doom fortress. Well, obviously, yes, we're going to do that first. Anyway, hop on a boat back to Sadrith Mora, because yes, not only do I need to track down this person somewhere in the council chamber, Lunella, but on top of that, we are pretty close to level 21, and right now it's not looking like a great level, so, okay, we need to, fix that too. I tell you what, if I could find a good mysticism trainer, I would happily take some of that because, oh yeah, me and Absorb Health, I think we could be friends actually. So okay, back to the council house. While we're looking for Lunella, some of you have surely got to be trainers. And even if you're not, you can give me more specific instructions. So, okay, we're looking for the Hermitage in particular. Because, yeah, the council chambers actually go down a surprisingly long bloody way. Including, but not limited to, their own, underground temple deep underneath the structure. Though, irritatingly, yes, there's a real bloody lack of mysticism training, which is what I was after. Though, you know what? This guy here in the temple, he is offering sneak training. That's agility, which is very useful to me, so go on then, buddy. That's pretty bloody cheap. Honestly, training just feels like, what money is for in Morrowind. I honestly haven't found much use for money, aside from doing training. Though yeah, maybe just one more. I don't want to go under 2 grand, because there's got to be someone, somewhere inside this House Telvanni city, that does mysticism training. Here we go, right down at the bottom, behind, this chappy here. The Hermitage, so... Okay, when you say Hermitage, it's a cave. We've gone out, at the bottom of the city, into a cave system underneath it, though... Okay, this is like the root structure, isn't it? That's kinda cool. And okay, there's one person down here, so presumably that's you. There we go, Lunella, so... right. The person I'm here to, visit is right here, in a cave, next to various mushrooms and water and whatnot, so... This doesn't feel like, a very prestigious place for the person who's apparently responsible for managing the growth of new strongholds and whatnot. Well, if she's got a tragic backstory that's led to her being down here, she's not willing to share it. She's just, very happy being an enchanter, apparently, so, okay. Let's flipping talk strongholds here, so, okay. I could build you a tower of your own spell right, but first you need a construction contract from Duke of Edam Dran. Then you need to bring me 2 strong souls to form the foundation of your stronghold, so, right, it's literally a living thing, so I need to bring you powerful souls to, infuse into the mushroom to make it big and strong. Gotcha! And also, apparently we need planning permission, marvellous, so, okay. House Delvani's expanded too quickly. We've allowed our young and ambitious to build unauthorized bases all over Vvardenfell. To avoid trouble with the Grand Council, you should make your stronghold official. Only the Duke and Ebonheart can issue construction contracts, so, right. Basically, yes, up to now, you've just been tossing these things down everywhere, and the Empire's not delighted about that because, technically, they kind of own this province, they're the ones who are supposed to be in charge, so we should do this properly and go and speak to the Duke. But I'm a big deal over in Ebonheart, done lots of work with the Imperial cult, so I feel like me and the Duke are gonna get on just fine. As for the souls, however, right. She's provided the soul gems, I don't need to get them. I need to fill them with the souls of suitable Daedra. The best souls to use would be a Storm Atronach, but more powerful Daedra like Winged Twilights or Golden Saints will work just as well. Okay. Does that mean Storm Atronachs are like the best idea? Like, she's implying Storm Atronachs would be the good ones, and I should use those if I can. The problem is, yeah, Storm Atronachs are a bit on the rare side. However, while it's not my best skill, I'm not a terrible conjuration specialist. And I can fortify my conjuration in all sorts of interesting, sexy ways too, so, okay. Plan A might be summon my own Storm Atronachs. Right now, though, I don't actually know that spell, so, okay. We need to go back upstairs because, yes, I'm still looking for a mysticism trainer. And on top of that, somewhere in this town, there's got to be someone selling conjuration spells. Oh, speak of the devil, right in the same building, okay. We've got someone selling a whole bunch of conjuration right here. Various bound McGibbles, but more importantly, spot on. I assume you're literally here, selling the spell for the exact purpose I'm thinking of right now. So, okay. Summon Storm Atronach, let's go. Okay, mild problem though, which is, yes. My chance to cast is currently 0. And that's with, yeah, my stamina full. I do, yeah, I've definitely got enough mana to cast it. It's not that I don't have enough mana, so it's 0 by default. Okay, we can fix this. This is fine. Just take off, yeah, that ring. And pop on, hang on, the, yeah, Ring of Akatosh. Lovely. I could take off the Mentor's ring in order to put on, yeah, 5-2 Conjuration off, yeah, that one, that ring right there. Problem is it better to have 5 extra points in Conjuration or 10 extra points in Willpower? I genuinely don't know. But okay, put the Ring of Akatosh into effect. That boosts my Conjuration to 45, and my Willpower is, yes, 97 once adjusted by Mentor's Ring, etc. Even then, literally 0% chance to summon. Okay, so that plan hasn't worked out. That was a bloody waste of, yeah, a grand or so. Right, what's plan B? Okay, what about scrolls? Because, yeah, if I can't summon something just by summoning it with my conjuration, I can just use a scroll. Now, the problem is I don't have any scrolls of Storm Atronach, but I do have Summon Golden Saints. In fact, I swear I've got more than one. Like, I've been picking up a few of them. Oh, yeah, I've got 4 of the bastards, so, okay. I could summon a Golden Saint. That's 60 seconds. That's a good amount of time. Summon him, then pop Soul Trap down on him. That lasts 60 seconds too. So if I do those two things in quick succession, I've got a full minute to whack him down with a hammer. And with my new hammer, I mean, surely I could, you know, kill him in 60 seconds, especially because he won't be fighting back at first. Though I'm pretty sure summons do turn on you if you hit them a few too many times. So, okay. That's gotta be my best bet to get the souls I need. Though out of politeness, yes, we're not going to do this in town. We're going to go out into the waste to do this away from anyone else, just in case it goes wrong. So okay, get out the scroll. Summon you, my friend. Congratulations, you're now here. Lovely. Go over to Soul Trap. You are now Soul Trapped. Great. Then get out Hammer and start whacking you, and there we go. You didn't even fight back till you're like under half health, and there's the soul. I was worried that, like, yeah, maybe scroll summon things didn't have souls you could capture. But as it turns out, they do, so okay. It's not Storm Atronax, which is a shame, but you did mention a Golden Saint, so I'm pretty sure those are fine. Right, so just repeat that trick a second time. Oh, to tell you what, I need to get my destruction moving in the right direction, so, yeah. How about we pop a dire weakness to fire on you, my friend? Lovely. Then just go over to, yeah, so something nice and fiery, like, say, just my basic fire bite will do. And now we start zapping you with that, and, okay, that's not really doing anything, so, okay, now I've got a bit more of a fight on my hands, but, oh, okay, we're both using our shields a lot, but, okay, possibly, like, you know, you should just stick to the hammer for tough opponents, though. Would you please die? Like, the soul trap's gonna wear off at some point. There we go, much better. So, okay, that should be the souls I need. So, okay, with those in hand, yes. Now I just need to nip over to the Vardenfell Council officers in order to file the planning permission paperwork. So, right, straight over to Ebonheart, brilliant. And it's always a good day when I get to say hi to Jonas Maximus on my way past. Okay, the question is, yes, where precisely is the Duke? Because various council members hang out down here by the table. Oh, this is embarrassing. He's right up here next to, yeah, this chappie, who I've run up to ask about the Oracle's riddles on multiple occasions. So, okay, I've literally just barged straight past the Duke without acknowledging him several times in the past. So, I'm so sorry. That was really rude of me. Please don't let that, you know, bias my planning permission application. And he's not sure if he should issue me a contract. Vardenfell faces many threats today, and I'll grant you the contract if you vow to do what you can for my people. That's a very vague thing you're asking me to vow, so, okay, I can respond, I vow that I will do what I can. So, he wants me to promise I'll, like, you know, be a good egg in some capacity, and in return I shall promise, sure, I guess I'll do what I can. Like, on occasion, maybe I'll help some people, I don't know. Bare minimum, I promise I will not murder the workers who build my tower. So that puts me way above my own patron immediately. That's good enough for me. Take this contract and use your stronghold for the defense of my people. Okay, I won't be doing that, but like, maybe on occasion, 1 or 2 people, sure. It's also hilarious that, yes, this guy is like the most senior representative of the Empire in Vardenfell. He's just asked me to use my base against our enemies. When he says our enemies, I'm the Nerevarine. Like, I'm pretty much the biggest enemy the Empire could possibly imagine. But then, that's kind of their own fault for sending me here. Like, the Emperor really screwed himself over on this one. Still, that's everything we need to kick off our brand new giant mushroom base. So, let's mosey on back to Sadrith Mora and see what step 2 is. Though yes, hopefully this process doesn't have too many steps and too many trips back and forth, because, to be honest with ya, it is a bit of a long, annoying walk to get down to the bottom of the council chambers where she lives. Like, there's a huge, long, bloody stairwell just to get to the chambers, then you go down another bloody flight of steps, so, yes, it's not exactly a quick journey to get down to Lunella. Oh, this is adorable, by the way. I can actually read the contract, so, okay, there are, like, limitations here. So it's a stronghold and village of no more than 50 people, no bigger than 400 feet in any direction. And also I can have no more than 10 soldiers guarding it. And officially by taking this contract, right, I'm kinda now a vassal to the Duke of Vardenfell, because if he decides I'm not honouring my incredibly vague pledge, he could just, you know, revoke the contract. And then my own base doesn't belong to me anymore, so, okay, keep that guy sweet, got it. Anyway, here you go, Lunella, we've got the stuff, so I'll use these souls to begin construction of your strongholds. Okay, I feel like we're missing one very important piece of information here, Lunella, which is, where's my stronghold gonna be? Because the contract didn't say that, it just said, you know, how big it could be, etc, etc. It didn't specify a plot of land, so construction will begin soon. And that's great, I really admire the efficiency, but one, who's gonna, like, pay the workers to make it? Because I know there need to be workers, because my patron just straight up killed his, so, oh. Right, that's how you get out of paying them. Got it, you just kill them when you're done. Okay, I see how it works, Arian. Gotcha. Okay, I've tried, like, coming out of the conversation and going back in. She just keeps saying, work begins soon. Right, so, okay. She just isn't willing to discuss where it's going to be. Maybe I just have to accept it wherever it is. Maybe that's how it works in House Telvanni. Okay, so I'm assuming there's, yes, two ways this could go, which is either a certain amount of time, like, say, a week a game before the first step of the construction's complete. Or alternatively, I need to complete a certain number of quests, and when that's done, that will trigger the base to tick over to the next stage. So, I'm assuming at some point, someone will be in touch, or my journal will update to let me know something's happened, though, okay, like, try and remember, in an episode or two, if nothing's happened, come back, check in with Lunella. Ah, but you know what? Option number 3 would be, yeah, given this is a House Telvanni thing, maybe I need to make progress with a House Telvanni, like doing their missions, if I want the mushroom to grow. So, okay. The lad did just tell me to go over to Aldrune and see if we could get Redoran on board to screw over the Mages Guilds. So okay, speaking of which, activate a quick recall, once again doing that by spell and not by amulet, because these days I want to be practicing my mysticism, damn it. Though on the way past, actually, hang on, Mages Guilds. Now one of you has got to be offering mysticism training. Unless that was Rhaenys who used to offer that, before I, like, betrayed her and got her kicked out of the guild because she was a monster. Oh, Galbadir, I'm so bloody sorry. This is getting to be a nightmare up here. Here we go, my old orc friend in the corner offers mysticism training. So, okay. 318. Do we... Oh, we don't like each other that much. Hang on, sorry. Let me just put my nice hat on. Much better. Though I suspect we could do even better than that. So, adjust... No. Admire you. 78, 88, back down to 74, 71... 86 will do, that's fine. Okay, now that's a much more reasonable price. So, okay, just to give me some more mysticism training, please. And yeah, I can just about afford 3 ranks of that. And then she just sort of hopped in the air for some reason. Okay, she was apparently... Okay, stop doing that. That's very weird. Okay, it's not great, but at least now my next level up won't be such a disaster. And better, while I'm here, do not forget, if you want to make it to Aldrune, yeah, mage teleportation, that is cheaper than Silt Strider, so, and you know what, thinking about it, before we, like, move on and whatnot, I must be pretty bloody close to maxing out my Mages Guild rank too, because if Wizard needs, yeah, 1 skill at 80, that's only like a 1 or 2 off the top rank. And there's no more missions here in Balmora, or rather, if there were, then there's not anymore, because I kind of kicked out Rhaenys, though, hopefully, yes, that old Telvanni spy thing, where I betrayed her, that was her last mission, because if it wasn't, I just, you know, lost whatever mission she was going to offer afterwards forever. Caldera, meanwhile, literally doesn't have any quest givers, or at least they didn't last time I passed through. Aldrune, I'm pretty sure we're done with Edwina as well. In fact, speaking to Edwina, right. I'm already at the stage where I could be promoted in terms of duties done. I just don't meet the requirements. So, okay, just keep spamming destruction every chance I've got. In fact, yeah, it's probably just the mages over at Wolverine Hall. So, okay, we'll go and catch up with them later. For the time being, let's take care of the House Telvanni business. So we need to find 3 councillors. I'm pretty sure they live inside the giant crab building. And he did say, find Athen Serethi first. He seems to be the most open-minded. And given we're now, like, you know, in town and whatnot, pop on every single bit of, yeah, personality-boosting gear I've got. I mean, 72 is not bad given where I started. So okay, back over to the delightful giant crab building. And yes, while I've checked out the shops in here, I've not, like, fully explored it or anything, so... okay. Where precisely is the council? Like, are these the council houses around here? No, there's guild halls here! I did not realise you were guild halls, hang on. How many more guilds are there? No, not all guilds. This is a manor house for, presumably, the Venom family. So hang on, is one of these, yes, for Serethi. That's who I'm supposed to be looking for. here we go, round the other side, Serethi Manor. So, presumably, if there's one place what's-his-face Serethi's gonna be in the middle of the night, it's gonna be here. And there's the chappie himself. So, right, Athen, me and you need to talk business. And I see your point, the Mages Guild monopoly is unfair. I'll support this resolution to overturn it. Maybe you could convince the other councillors with an appeal to fairness. And the only councillor who would never support this resolution is Bolvin Venom. So, okay, lucky I didn't go into the Venomer household first. And when he says an appeal to fairness, okay. House Redoran doesn't exactly like House Telvanni. These houses, you know, are competing with each other as aristocratic rivals. But they're proud of their record of just and fair dealings with the other great houses. So, okay, like, you know, focus on nobility, fairness, coming up with decent solutions for everybody, etc, etc. And yeah, now I'm back in Aldrune. Though I do like in some ways the external architecture of the various Redoran towns. Internally, it's just a bit on the boring side, isn't it? Like, I've made the right choice architecturally with House Redoran, though, okay. Lock level 80, you say? Right, just quickly unlock that door out of interest, and okay, it's not like a treasure room or anything. It's basically just their bedroom. They just put a good look on their bedroom because they don't want random idiots wandering in and going through their cupboards. Honestly, that's fair enough, actually, yes. So, okay, mosey back outside, and we know which door we need to not go into. Venom. That one will be a waste of time, and potentially, if, you know, he decides to actively disagree with me, that might be bad for everyone else. So, Ramaran. Right round the corner, let's find some more nobles to win over. So here we go, downstairs we've got Halaren Ramaran, and do a joy, when he's just relaxing at home in the evening. He's wearing a dwarven power armor, and apparently so is his wife, so beautiful, very, very good indeed. So, my friend, let's talk about, you know, how fair it would be if the great houses worked together against those imperial bastards. And presumably I just made an excellent appeal to fairness, though we don't know what it was. Apparently he's just convinced. So okay, just one more person to find, and by the looks of it, yeah. If we do the mission in the correct order, and actually pay attention to my patron, yeah, this isn't going to be too difficult to make happen, though, you know what? I do like this house. We're like the tree in the middle of a gigantic circular hall with balconies. While I don't love this architecture like internally that much, this is rather nice. So okay, if we speak to the next person, yes, just mention the monopoly. Why would I have the Telvanni? Get out of my manor. So, okay. The guy wasn't kidding when he was saying Redoran and Telvanni don't always get on. However, if we then just go over to an appeal to fairness, right. He understands that a lot better. Job cocked done. That is the 3 councillors we need. Oh, when the first guy said 3 councillors, was he included in that number? Or did he mean 3 councillors aside from himself? Okay, let's get one more just in case. So okay, avoid the chappie over there we know won't agree. The other doors are, yeah, Morangatong there, and the actual chambers where the council meets in the centre. So I think this is the last councillor we can actually do anything with. Okay, I quite like a minor Arabar here, by the way, who's, yes, dressed very casually, aside from gigantic spiky dwarven power armor shoulder pads. Love it. That is beautiful. So, once again, don't mention the monopoly. These guys hate House Telvanni. Just appeal to his sense of fairness and, okay. It's necessary to put aside the childish notion of allies and enemies and focus instead on a debate in which the propositions are considered based only on their merits. So, alright. Once again, this guy's willing to vote for us, and by the sounds of it, yes, that means we've got a majority in the Redoran Council. I also very much appreciate the incredibly, you know, eloquent and wordy response he gave me after everyone else just responded, you know what, that's fair, sure, I'll vote for that. Okay, now back to what's-his-face Serethi, and he didn't have anything new to say, so I'm assuming now I've definitely got enough. We just go back to Arian and speak to him. Though, okay, there is a slightly embarrassing problem, I'll admit. I can't afford the boat fare to get back to him. Okay, do a recall back to Balmorra, because that's free. Then, yeah. Now I'm back in Balmorra, I'm sure some of this junk we could just sell. There we go, that's better. And speaking of which, Jeff, I'm trying to travel cheap. Stay away from boats as far as possible. Mage's Guild teleportation should always be my first option, because that is literally 9 gold or so to travel anywhere, one side of the map to the other, incredibly cheap. Okay, and I tell you what, while I'm passing by, I'm gonna give, yes, one faction a second chance here, which is the Fighters Guilds. Now, me and them, I will admit, have not been getting on that well so far, because their quest giver over in Balmorra, incredibly dodgy, sending me to kill Telvanni agents. I'm pretty sure someone mentioned, hey, actually, the Thieves Guild is involved too, so, yeah. It feels like doing all work for them is going to annoy guilds I actually like a lot more. But maybe that person in Balmorra is just a single bad apple. So we're going to mosey into here and see if you guys seem a bit more reasonable. Okay, we're off to a good start here, which is, I seem to have already completed a mission they were going to go and give me, so, right, that Corporate Stalker back in Telmorra, apparently that was one of your missions, so I just kind of did that because I wanted to go shopping at that shop, but you know what? You're welcome, I'll take all the money and praise, thank you. He just literally handed over 500 gold. Amazing, this is the first time he's ever met me. And in terms of missions I haven't already done, go to Enchurdams, a Dwemer ruin far south of Sadrith Mora, and talk to Lariana Macrina, help her clear out the necromancers, and report back to me. I'll mark the position on your map. And funnily enough, he actually didn't have to, because I know precisely what ruin he's referring to. It's the one just north of, yeah, the tower where we did some business for the Telvanni just the other day, so, okay. You know what? I should mosey back in that direction, because I did forget about one very, very important thing last time I was visiting, which is there was also a mention of a Shrine of Azura, which would be located east of the bit I already went to, so probably on, yeah, some of these islands over here. So you know what, Hrundi? Maybe me and you can be better friends than your colleague over in Balmorra. And yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of open field adventuring because, as I was saying previously, I need to get my destruction up to 80 before we can make any more progress with the Mages Guilds. Oh, and hang on. Just made it back to Mola and Gamar in order to kick off in that direction, and my journal's been updated, meaning, oh. Right, by the looks of it, yes. The correct answer was time. Time in universe, so a certain number of days have passed. Oh, and I know precisely why that was, which is, yes, I don't like exploring when it's misty. So sometimes given you could just wait for 24 hours in a matter of seconds, I just do, until the weather's a bit nicer. So, right, that's what happened. I was just standing right here for a couple of days, waiting for the sun to come out. There we go, finally a nice day. And I'm pretty sure, yes, that there is my destination, dead ahead of me. So yes, now we just mosey in that direction, and set fire to everything between me and there in order to get my destruction moving in the right direction. Apart from Scribfriend. Obviously, we would never hurt Scribfriend, because Scribfriend is my friend. And don't worry, buddy, we can deal with your disease as well. You're welcome. Crabs, however, those aren't friends. Those I will happily just set fire to. Screw you, random crabs. There we go, a few more nice crispy mud crabs, destruction moving in the right direction, beautiful. And yeah, now we're passing by that building we cleared out previously, just to follow the path northwards. We should be, there we go. There she is in the distance, so it can be a bit difficult to, you know, navigate here on Azura's coast. Just gotta find a way to the front door. Here we go. This would appear to be pretty nearby. And we've got someone out front. Now, are you? Yes, Lariana. That's who we're looking for. Love the armor, by the way. Very snazzy. I've been waiting some time for assistance, but I suppose you'll have to do. I'm on a quest to root out a great beast dwelling in these ruins. You and I will explore together. So, okay. because I'm, not very high up in this organisation, she's not asking, she's telling. I'm being given orders right now. So, also, when you say great beast, I swear what's-his-face back at base was talking about necromancers, though, John. What do necromancers do? They summon giant monsters. Okay, fair enough, so they summoned a giant monster. Though apparently Lariana's got, yes, a bit of history with the specific great beast. She's looking for a Daedric that's got a name. Last time they fought, she hit her really, really cocking hard and the beast retreated here, so, okay. In places well defended, I need someone to watch my back. So, I'm allowed to loot, and she claims that she's going to be leading the charge. I just need to, help her out. I'm not going in by myself or anything, so, go on then, or why not? I was about to say I'm rather looking forward to, yes, just being a healer for her, but, okay. Not sure I actually know how to do healing. Like, if you get diseased, we could do something about that, but, yeah, restoring health of nearby people. That I don't know if I could do. No, I've got nothing in that regard, so, hopefully you brought your own potions. Because my plan is, yes, just electrocute everyone, and then get my magic back using the MacLeod mace. Though, okay, maybe a bit dark in here, so, right, that's better. In we go, a chug health potions, and, right, it's not all demons. There's also just some random guys here, but okay. My spells will work just fine against you, and then, yeah, if need be, let's go over to you, get my magic back by giving you a bit of a bonk, beautiful, then go over to electricity, zap you again, and, okay, destruction and MacLeod's mace, that goes together nicely, and, right, didn't strike me till right now, you just said I can have all the loot in a cocking Dwemer ruin, so, oh, you've just given up a lot of loot, Lariana. You've made a mistake. Ooh, though it's not just, all small things, by the way, so, right, give you an electric, and, okay, John, those guys seem to be very resistant to, like, everything. Maybe just, for the big lad, get out, oh, yeah. For some reason, yeah, the Centurions seem to be pretty bloody resistant to magic. Hitting them with a hammer, definitely the best option. Oh, I'll give you mine. There's some fancy stuff here, like a big old fancy crystals. And oh, hang on. I think we found the guy, so okay. Back off for a second. Need to get my magic back, and then, oh yeah, you seem to be fairly immune to all of that nonsense. Right, give you a few zaps, my friend. But yeah, ideally, she should be the one who gets the final hit in.
Relvasu is vanquished, yet somehow I feel uneasy. I must investigate these ruins further. You have been a worthy companion. Farewell, my friend.
Okay, I'm going to say she, contributed a bit. We can just say she got the last hit in, but I think it was actually me. And, oh yeah, Dwemer coins are all sorts of bits and pieces in here. You gotta love a Dwemer ruin. But okay, aside from, yeah, a handful of tough enemies and not the biggest dungeon in the world, so, right, job done there. But we are not moseying straight back to Sadrith Mora. On the contrary, I'm now gonna beeline, yeah, down towards the southeast, because presumably to the east of that building, Shrine of Azura was mentioned. And you don't see many of them. Yeah, that might be, the Shrine of Azura. And also just drain magic out of this here rat. Beautiful. And hello, sexy. I think I see, yeah, just peering out of the mist there, a statue. Now, are you by any chance the statue? Because Azura might be possibly the last flipping Daedric prince we've not run into yet. Oh, boo, tragically not, I can't interact with it. Oh, hang on, no, there's more here than I'm thinking. There's actually, a door underneath the statue, so, okay, Shrine of Azura, where there's a second statue. Okay, Azura, that is needlessly confusing. Oh, and this one we can interact with.
You have come here for a reason, though you may not know what it is. Sheogoth and I have made a wager. He contends that solitude causes madness, while I maintain it allows for solace and meditation. To test this, I sent one of my priestesses to live alone on an island north of Dragonfell. If she can live there for 100 years, continuing her life of prayer, my theory will be proven. If not, Sheogoth wins our wager. The time has almost passed, and she remains steadfast. But Sheogoth has tried to sway the decision in his favor. Travel there, rid the island of his minions, and bring back proof of his meddling. Do not disturb the wise woman, though, as that would void our wager. Serve me, and I will reward you well.
Okay, we've got another bloody Daedric quest, and... oh yeah. If this is anything like the future Elder Scrolls games, you're gonna give me Azura's Star, an infinite reusable soul gem. Still, I would say, having picked up another Daedric quest, how about we call it a part there? But next time... right, the rewards for Daedric quests are so good, I feel like, yes, we should prioritise this. This sounds fun. And on the way, we can nip into Sadrith Mora to check in on, you know, stage 2 of building my very own settlement. So, okay. Sounds to me like there is a lot of very exciting, sexy stuff coming up soon. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Morrowind. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping! Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we talk to this person?